Hello, my name is Lori Ehlke and I'm here with my son, Aaron. How old are you, Aaron?
8.
All right. Aaron and I today are making a samurai warrior with a samurai sword, of course. I'm going to show him how yours turned out. Super cool. Okay. Aaron is full of the giggles today because art is just so much fun. So if you want to make a samurai warrior like Aaron and mine, please check out our tutorial and follow along and see if you can make yours look super cool as well. All right, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe and like below if you are enjoying these videos. All right, have a good one. To make our samurai, we're going to start with a shorter line kind of right in the middle of our page, and it's just going to be barely curved, and I want to make sure it doesn't go too wide. All right, after that I'm going to make a slightly curved line down. Again, I don't want to make it too big. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to connect those with a slightly curved line. Okay, this is actually his belly. We're starting with his belly, okay? Next, I'm going to go down. I'm going to start not quite halfway, but a little bit closer to this side. And I'm going to make a diagonal line that goes down about this far. I'm also going to do the same thing on this side, except it's going to be a little bit more curved. And it's going to go about the same length as that one. Good. And then I'm going to make a line that connects up to this one and then almost makes like a little U shape that goes back down like that. Okay, that's one of his legs. Yep, and then we're actually going to curve it around, which you already did. You're ahead of me, Aaron. You're all over it. Okay, now on this side, I'm going to make a shape that just curves down a little bit like this and then over to go under this. This is one of his legs. Now we're going to make the other leg, okay? And this one's going to be kind of a long U shape. I'm going to actually, I want them to be about the same length. So I'm going to kind of see how far this one is. And I'm just going to make a little mark on this side to show about the distance that I want my U to come down. And then I'm going to make a line that starts right about here, and it's going to curve around and hit that point like that. Good. And then I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to make a line that kind of curves around and hits that point like that. Now he's got his two legs, okay? And he has this kind of a section to his clothes that drapes out over the back. So I'm going to start right at the waist, and I'm going to make a curved line that goes a little bit shorter than his leg. So his leg's still there. And then it's going to cut back in like that. And then it's going to start on this side of the leg and curve up like that. Good. All right, we're going to leave his feet for now. We'll come back to those, but I want to start adding some of his upper body. Okay, so the first thing to do is to add his arm. It's actually going to be crossing in front of his waist. And I'm going to start by taking his waist and making a shape that's about twice as big as the waist. So I'm going to make a line like this. So I want this shape to be about 2 times as fat as this shape. Yep. And I'm going to start at that line and kind of curve it around and connects to the shape on the bottom. And then on the top, it's going to go up a little bit like this, and it's a little bit wider than where the waist is. And then it will be a sharp point on the top, but curve down to go back towards the waist. Yep. All right, next I'm going to make a hand, okay? And this is an important hand. This is going to be holding part of the samurai sword. So the hand is going to come up right here, and I'm actually going to make a little line like that and then come back down. I'm leaving a little space in between those two lines. Yep. And then for the actual hand, I'm just going to make a shape like this because the hand is going to be closed around the sword. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and make the other hand connected right here in a same type of shape. And it's going to come down, but not quite as far as the first hand. And then I'm going to cut it off with the sleeve here and make a U shape that goes up to the back of the hand like that. Good. Then I'm going to connect the bottom of the sleeve back to his body like that. Okay, maybe you guys are kind of able to see this starting to take shape, hopefully. I'm going to add one more shape in here with a curved line. These are like shoulder pads, so it's just going to curve down and then go up across. That goes on the samurai's shoulders. All right, now of course we need a head. Usually I start with the head, but this is kind of funny. I'm waiting so long to do the head here. So the head's going to be sitting right above the shoulder, and you won't be able to see the neck because the shoulder is kind of covering it up. So I'm just going to make kind of a curved line that goes up right here and a curved line that goes up right here, okay? And that's going to be about where the head is. I'm also going to make a curved line at the top of the head here. And then I'm going to make the fancy samurai like hat. So I'm going to start right at this corner, and I'm going to go out in a diagonal line and then down in a diagonal line towards the body. And then here I'm going to go out in a diagonal line straight down. Okay, and then I'm going to make this fancy hat that they wear by curving up on the top on both sides and then bringing it down a little bit like that and then curving it back down like a really fat U. And then I'll just make a little line like this for the top of his head and a little line like this for the rest of his hat. Okay, we still need feet and a samurai sword. So we'll go ahead and do the sword first. And the sword's going to start at the hands. I'm going to make just the little handle part of the sword right here. So it looks like kind of a squished oval sitting on top of his hand. And then I'm going to make a curved line that goes all the way over his head like that. Good. And I'm going to make another curved line that does the same. And this one's going to go a little bit farther than the first one. And then we can go ahead and connect them to make the sword. And then we need to make the other part of the handle kind of coming out under the second hand. Good. Now we need to give him some feet. So we can do a line that goes almost a little bit slanted, not quite straight down. It's a pretty small line. And it's going to go straight across and then kind of curve down like that. And then the other part of the foot's going to go like this and then just kind of curve around and connect to it. So you've got one foot in the back. And then this foot's a little bit more of an angle, so I'm going to start by making a little bit longer of a line that goes down. It's going to curve across like that. And then we're going to make kind of like an L shape on the front part and connect them. Good. All right. Now this is the very basic outline of a samurai. If we want to, we could add a couple other details to the drawing. A lot of times they have these like plates that they wear just as armor protection, so we could actually add some lines right here on the shoulder to show that that's more of like an armor or protection. The same thing to the thing up here on his head. You could add a couple lines to show that that's a little bit more protected. On his bottom part of his legs here, those also are there to kind of shield or protect him. So on this part you could add some lines that kind of go across like that on the front, and on this back piece way back here. So all of those can have lines on them just to kind of help make it more protected. And then of course, if we want to, we can give our guy a face. So a basic samurai face. Let's see, maybe we would do some cool eyes here. I'm gonna make them about halfway down my head. And I'm just gonna start by adding some lines like that. And then just putting little circles underneath them. And you can give them some eyebrows and a nose. And then you can give him facial hair if you want to, or you can just give him a regular mouth. So regular mouth like that, or if you want to, you can kind of give him like a little mustache, goatee, beard type thing. Okay? I think I'm ready to color. You ready to color, Erin?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and get started adding some color to your samurai. What color is your samurai going to be?
Maybe like greenish.
Okay, if you go green, then maybe I'll go like an orangish red. We'll see how that looks. And we'll add some color, make them look super cool. There's a good movie called The Last Samurai. We'll have to watch it when you're older. It's all about a guy who learns how to become a samurai. Learns how to fight with the samurai sword. It's pretty cool. And we're going to go ahead and color, and we'll come back after we've added some more details and color to our pictures. We are adding the finishing touches to our pictures. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors that you can use to add to your samurai to make them look super cool. I went with red and blue, and went with mostly green. Why are you laughing, Erin? You may want to give him some shoe colors because he's not barefoot. Just saying. He might hurt his feet walking barefoot everywhere. I'm using brown. You could use black. You could use tan, gray. Get all those details figured out.
So hard. I forgot the shoes. That was the worst part.
Does your samurai have a name?
No.
No? He's just called, how about Sam the Samurai?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Same the same.
All right, well hopefully you guys had fun making your very own samurai. We're excited to see how they turned out. Hopefully they look fierce sword fighters. All right, thanks for watching.